And so just settling into a comfortable position, back straight, head up, either eyes closed or lowered gaze. And so just bringing yourself into this very present moment and just taking a breath or two to just come back into the self, into the here and now. And just noticing where that breath resonates with you, where you feel the inhalation and where you really feel that exhalation. And as you're just tuning into the present moment, just allowing your body and your mind some space and time to just settle. And just beginning to notice how that breath nourishes you. How it begins to nurture you and allows yourself to settle in the very present moment. There is nothing else but you and your breath present right now. So for this giving and receiving compassion exercise, we're just going to bring to mind the concept of compassion. The idea of giving and receiving of kindness. Of that ability to just have comfort and soothing, to be nurtured. And for the giving and receiving, that idea of self and others, that compassion for self, compassion for others and for the wider world, the environment, nature. That idea of protecting and being protected. That kindness to self. And the idea of just taking away some of the pain for others and beginning to nurture and try and take away some of the pain for yourself. That idea of letting go. And sending love and kindness to others. Beginning to truly sow those seeds of compassion into your heart for yourself and for others. Just as you're beginning to find that natural flow of the breath, that natural breathing in and out, just begin to truly feel the sensation of the breath. And notice the rhythm of the breath and how it gently soothes and rocks the body. Just as a parent might rock a baby, the breath will flow in and out as if it's the ebb of the tide. I'd really like you just for this moment to just focus on that inhalation, and as you're breathing in, really focusing on that sensation of breath and just begin to savor the wonder of the in-breath, the oxygen filling the body, that nourishing of the body, breath after breath. And then just letting go of anything that isn't nourishing. And just bringing to mind that sense of nurturing and nourishment, of compassion and kindness for the self. And as you breathe in, really breathing in something good for yourself, breathing in kindness and nurture into the self. And just feel it as something that's wonderful and that your body really needs. Notice the nourishment of that breath in. And as you're really focusing on that in-breath, really drawing in that idea of compassion and kindness into the self. And just notice how that grows within you. Now perhaps thinking of someone you might like to share some compassion with. And so with the out-breath, just really drawing on the sensation that you've drawn into your body and allowing that to be released and sending that to someone. Someone who may need some compassion, and just really visualize that out breath sending the compassion you've brought in for yourself and allowing that to just expand out into the wider world. And then perhaps even just letting go of what you might need, but just knowing that compassion is always there and beginning to breathe in the compassion just without a need, that actually just allowing compassion to be part of who you are. Breathing in the compassion for yourself. And as you're breathing out, just understanding that everyone needs compassion. So sending out compassion and kindness with your out-breath. That breath in for self, the breath out for someone else, as if it's just like the tide again. The breath in as the tide rolls in, and as you're breathing out, the wave just takes the compassion, shares it where it needs to go. Just let that natural rhythm of breathing allow the universal compassion to be breathed in and then to be breathed out. Just notice how the body feels with that, and if you want to expand that compassion out to wider people, to a couple of people or to a wider community, just notice how your body is and what you'd like to do, and just allow whatever is coming up to just arise and then be released. Just allowing that breath to flow in and out. Notice that gentle movement of in and out. And as you're doing that, just notice the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations of the process of the compassionate giving and receiving exercise. How does that feel for you? What thoughts arise? Can you feel compassion within you? What sensations arise with the feelings of compassion? And just with that curiosity and kindness, just for this last minute of practice, really just being curious, just really exploring the sensations that compassion arises within you. Just begin to just give yourself an inner smile and turn that smile outwards. You begin to come back into the here and now, knowing that that compassionate breath can be taken at any moment to people you know and the layperson on the street. But at any moment with that breath, you can share that compassion with yourself or with others. Begin to embed a compassionate way of being, to walk the walk of compassion, to be mindful and share intentional compassion, to create a more compassionate world where loving kindness is a priority for all. Ready, just opening your eyes, coming back into the here and now.